Information is liberty. Education is the premise of progress in every society, in every family. With this note, I welcome you all for the successful fifth day of 7 days FTP on applications of tools and techniques of research methodology and accelerate to publish articles in Scopus and Web of Science. It is my pleasure to start this FTP by extending a hearty welcome to our today's chief guest, Dr. Subburaj Sir, Assistant Professor, School of Business and Management, Christ deemed to be University, Bangalore. I welcome you, sir. I also
Thank you,
extend
ma'am.
my warm welcome to all the participants present today. Once again, I welcome you all. Small cheers and a great welcome makes a merry feast. Now I welcome Dr. M. Nirmala, Head Department of Commerce PA and AF to welcome the gatherings. I welcome you, ma'am.
Every day makes enrich our experience and to encourage our recruitment. Very pleasant noon to all. It's my immense pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of Hindustan Educational Charitable Trust for the 7 days faculty development program covers fascinating content related to research management. Our department is taking a lot of effort to conduct this faculty development program consistently for our faculty members and scholars to gain their practical information with present requirement to explore our practical needs. Today, we are in the journey as fifth day to step up our objective and awareness under the topic of stepping forward to publish article in Scopus and Web of Science. We have wonderful opportunity to cross this event through various admired guests, fully involved research scholars and the interest shown from our faculty members and colleagues. In this regard, it gives me an immense pleasure to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Subburaj Sir. He is an Assistant Professor, School of Business and Management, Christ deemed to be University, Bangalore. He is an eminent resource person through his business management research, and he will support us through his experience to meet out our present essential requirements in research methodology, especially to find easy path to publish article in Web of Science and Scopus. We are gratified for his readily accepting our invitation. We are eagerly waiting for your valuable ideas, sir. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Next, I am very much delighted to our Managing Trustee, Srimati Saraswati Kanayan ma'am, Executive Trustee Dr. Priya Satish Prabhu ma'am for their support to strengthen our academy forever. We are honored to our respectable CEO Dr. Karnagaran sir and our Principal Dr. A. Ponusami sir for their wishes to encourage and to lead our research studies. I ensure this FDP will be beneficial to all the faculty members and research scholars and productive for every one of you. Once again, welcome you all. Have this wonderful session for the next 1 hour to crop as much as possible. Your interaction is appreciated. Thank you and enjoy today's session. Welcome you all. Over to Manju ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your welcome note. To start our FTP, we have distinguished person with us who is ready to share his entire knowledge on the topic stepping forward to publish article in Scopus and Web of Science. We have Dr. Subburaj Sir, Assistant Professor, School of Business and Management, Christ deemed to be University, Bangalore. Sir is having more than 12 years of teaching experience. He acted in various capacities like teaching, academic coordinator, module leader, research coordinator, and research supervisor. His research interest covers organizational behavior, industrial psychology, consumer behavior, marketing, and ICT. Sir has presented papers in various national and international journals and published articles in Scopus and Web of Science as well. He has acted as resource person in various colleges and shared his knowledge on the following topics like art of article writing in RVS College of Arts and Science, research workshop on mixed research using SPSS in Villa College, Maldives, research workshop on article writing in RAS College of Arts and Science. Sir has also completed research proposal funding projects. The maximum fund sanction for Sir's project is rupees 10 lakhs. Now, without much delay, I now invite Dr. Subburaj to take over the session. Sir, you can
Thank
start your
you.
session, sir. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the intro. Uh, I think you can be able to see my screen, right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me share my screen. Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for inviting me for this workshop. Before going to start the presentation, I have few kind of disclaimers I have to state. Number one is most of my examples will be based on business domain. Okay, so it seems participants are from multiple domains. So the first disclaimer is most of my examples will be based on uh, business, something related to public health, something related to psychology. Second thing is most of my explanations and discussion will be based on my own personal experiences. Okay, so hope you can be able to see the full screen, right?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Yeah. Thank you. So we will take the question at the end. Okay. So in today's workshop, I'm planning to cover all these aspects within given 1 hour. So we'll try to finish it. Okay. So while introducing me, HOD ma'am told one word, right? EC publication. Okay. So we need to define the word EC. So first, let us understand what are all the things we're going to cover in this one. Okay. Topic number one, understanding peer review process. So we have to understand once we send a paper, what happens? Because once we know the clear understanding of peer review process, then we will know whether it is easy or hard to publish a paper. Second one is, so when we send a paper, what needs to be checked, cross-verified from our side? Okay, the essentials of publication. Next one is, how do we know that whether the journal is a good journal, right? I know that there are a lot of predatory journals are available in internet. They used to say we publish EC Scopus, Web of Sciences, you pay 8,000, 10,000, 12,000, something like that. People used to pay huge money, but at the end those journals might be predatory. How to cross verify whether it's a good journal? So for that we will be doing kind of hands-on training. It's not a training, I will show you how this works and how to identify predatory journal, as also how to identify good journals. Then we will be discussing about what is the different type of databases available. Is it necessary that all the papers should be published in Scopus, or what are all the other databases we can concentrate? Okay, then is there any academic membership we need to have? And the last one is a common mistake we do while we are sending a paper. How can we fix those issues to increase the publication? So these are all the 7 topics I'm going to cover. First one, see, understand peer review process. Okay, see, most of the journals will not accept papers through email IDs. Okay, number one, most of the papers. Okay, maybe. Okay, so most of the people, they will not accept papers through email IDs. So they will have a uh, separate page, actually, editorial manager, we used to say. If you go to any journal for that matter, you can be able to see my Gmail page, right? Someone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Clear.
sir.
So for example, when you send a paper uh, to some journal, right, most of the times the paper will go through this kind of editorial managers. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to create an account here, then only you can be able to send a paper to this one, actually. So that's the first thing. There are very limited journals, they will accept good journals, okay, very good small number of good journals, they will accept papers through email, but most of the papers will be, taken through this kind of editorial managers. Okay, so if you are sending your paper through these editorial managers, it takes minimum 30 to 45 minutes to send a paper itself. Okay, so understand that the first process itself not easy task actually. So you have to go to main menu, then you have to create, and it's a step-by-step procedure. I think it will have 5 to 6 procedure. Then your paper will be sent to the journal. Okay, so you can able to see there are two papers I have sent the same paper. Okay, first time it was reject and second time it was accept, and this paper was sent on June 24th and it was accepted yesterday. You can see what is the timeline they have taken to accept a paper. I feel this is pretty much fast publication actually. Okay, it's one of the good papers actually, good journal. I can show you how good this one is. So the first process is that one. Okay, we send the paper to editorial managers. So the paper will be received by editorial assistants, not by the editors. Okay, editors will never see the paper. Editorial managers, some editors will see our paper. Then they will check the basics, whether the paper will be suitable for them, whether it is follow proper word limit, whether it is follow proper referencing. Those things will be checked by the editorial assistants. If it is good, they will recommend that to the editors. Then editor will see the paper. Then he will assign other editors. For example, a journal, a very big international journal will have 20 to 25 editorial members based on countries. For India, there will be 2, 3 editors. For America, there will be two, 3 editors. Then the paper will go to that editor. He will decide whether our paper need to be sent for review. Then he will, if that screening is over, okay, until this stage we used to call desk rejection. Okay, so if our paper crossed desk rejection stage, he will assign 2 to 3 reviewers. Some journals, they will invite 4 reviewers. Normally they will send our paper to 2 reviewers. So invitation will be sent to the reviewer and they will give 20 days time for acceptance to review. So editorial reviewers, okay, they will take 20 days to acceptance. Once they accept to review, they will get 1 month time for review. Then they will give a review. Then editor will decide whether the paper need to be accepted or rejected based on the reviewer recommendation. If it is a revision, again the whole process will start. The paper will come to us, we do revisions, we submit again, editorial assistant will check, then go to editor, editor will send the paper to the same reviewer. If same reviewer is not available, it will go to the new reviewer, he might reject our paper. Okay. Then after all this process, our paper will be accepted. Once it is accepted, now editorial team work is over. Then it will go to the production team. Again, in production team, there is copyright procedures. Then it's a lot of forms you have to sign. So it will take nearly 5 months to 2 years to publish some papers. Okay. Now you decide whether publishing article is easy or hard. It is easy, but I'm not saying it is fast. It is easy actually, because most of the things are not in our hand, right? Our only step is to send a paper. Once the paper is sent and it was taken for review, that's all, our job is over. But we don't know how long it will take to get reviewed or accepted. So understand this stage first. If somebody have this kind of mindset, I want to publish paper in a month, my answer is practically very hard, very hard. The chances of getting acceptance in a month is very less. If it is a good journal, it's a good paper. Okay. Second one, see what kind of papers we can publish. I need inputs from participants. Apart from the research papers, you can able to see a lot of things are there. But apart from research papers, we collect data, we do experiments. Apart from that, what else can be published? Have you ever
Case
tried?
study.
Okay, case study, obviously we can, case study is a kind of, again, a research paper, right? Instead of doing a large scale research, we will be doing it on a small company, a group of people, a group of industries. Okay, fine. It's again comes under research paper, but there are some journals only accept case studies, not research papers. Then anything else? Have you tried anything else? Okay.
A normal review.
So, normal review. Nowadays, if you send a paper to some journals only based on review, they don't accept. But instead of that, they have uh, you know, I can show you some examples. Okay. If you take this journal, okay, this is Journal of Business Research, one of the topmost journal in the world. So these people have a call for paper, systematic lit review, which is going to start from 15th February 21 to May 21. So, for example, people, they are not very good in statistical analysis. People, they are not very good in collecting data, but they might be very good in writing research lit reviews, right? So those people can concentrate this one. You have around 6 months of time because up to 15th May, you can submit your papers. So it is based on consumer behavior alone. Consumer behavior is like an ocean. We have a lot of subcategories are there. If you go to this page, in Journal of Business Research page, Journal of Business Research, read about this lit review. You can try actually. You can try. So we don't need to collect any data. Everything is there in internet. Download papers, read papers, critically analyze, try to send the paper to them. So you might get acceptance. We don't know because we have good number of editorial people. They accept, and this journal, right? Within 1 month, you will get desk rejection. Actually, that is very nice. Actually, desk rejection maybe within 2-3 weeks you will get it. So if you are getting desk rejection, then we can send it to some other journal. That's no problem. But in 2-3 weeks, if our paper was reviewed, then it's luck, we can say. So there are editors are there, guest editors. These people are guest editors, not the editors of this journal. So
Sir,
try to send your,
question.
yes.
Sir, how can we select a journal for our research paper? I mean, what should we see? We should see the H-index of the journal, the impact
I will.
factor.
I'll come to that later. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I'll come. Okay. So this is one thing. Okay. Review papers you will know actually. Viewpoints. Okay. For example, you're reading a paper which is already published in a journal, and you feel that that paper is something wrong, or if you feel that you have a difference of opinion about a published paper. Okay. So in that case, what you can do is you can write a viewpoint thing. Okay. I like. Okay. See this one. So this is again one of the world biggest journal called Psychiatry Research. So this guy wrote a comment on already published paper actually. So if you see the length of the paper will be 1,000 words. That's all. Only 1,000 words. So most of the psychology journals, psychiatric journal, public health journals, they will accept these kind of papers also. Right? So what we have to do is we have to go to their paper, read some paper. If the paper is something odd, okay, maybe he did a study in America, which American population is completely different from Indian population. And if you feel that paper has something missed, and if you identified that, you can write a comment on the paper, or you can write a comment on book similarly, okay? That's a viewpoint. You can do it actually, okay? So again, conceptual paper, as the same literature review. So what normally we do in conceptual paper, we analyze the concept based on multiple theories, then we form our own theory. It is exactly like lit review, but conceptual paper, the outcome will be a conceptual model. Short communications. Okay. Again, go to the same journal, this one, Psychiatric Research. Okay, short communications are research papers. But normally research paper will be 4,000 word, minimum 4,000 word to 10,000, 12,000 words. But these kind of short communications are, okay, all latest issue. Okay, you can see the short communications. The word limit will be less than 2,000 words actually, right? So if you see this paper, the total number of pages will be probably 13 pages. If I download this, yeah. So normally it will be 13 pages. Okay, forget about the first page and forget about the second page also, because that is so from intro, if you see, that's all over. Okay, so they will be summarizing the big paper with 1,500 words or 1,000 words. That's all, short communications. You don't need to write big stories here. So here they will accept only one table, one figure, maybe 15 references. That's all. Over. Only one table, see. So short communications can be done. Okay. And the last one, letter to editor. Okay, this is the recent one. Okay. Okay, you can see again, this is Journal of Psychiatry Research, Elsevier's one, very big journal in the world. So it is my paper actually, our paper, you can see my name. So this is a letter to editor option. So what we normally do in this category of journal is, we write 1,000 words, problem statement, only problem statement to editor of this journal, okay? These journals will not be peer reviewed, because it will be reviewed only by the editor, okay, nobody else. If editor feels this problem statement is a good one, definitely it will be published. Fastest publication, you can see this one. We have sent this paper on 14th December, which is exactly 1 week back, and it was accepted after 3 days, 17th December, and it is available. So within 1 week, we got acceptance. But it is not a research paper, but it is a kind of problem statement. So what we told in this paper was, what we written in this paper is, COVID-19, nobody goes out. So it creates a lot of pressure, mental health issues are there. So is it possible to create, or is it possible to use chatbot, artificial intelligence systems, as a mental health therapist? Because I don't want to meet any psychiatric person, but I want to reduce my stress. So if there is an app available, so I can go to the app, I can chit chat with computer. If computer can reduce my mental health issue, is it possible? That's all. If you see, so 1,000 words, exactly 1,000 words, this was done. Again, this will reflect in your scopus. This is also, you will get citation. You will get a lot of citations, as well as you have DOI number. And last year alone, myself and my co-researchers, we published four I think, yeah, four letter to editor, and everything was in very good journal. Okay, if you can see here, see this one, hike in student suicide, consequences of online classes. Yes, this is letter to editor. This is also letter to editor. This is also letter to editor. Okay, so you can see only 3 pages, the entire paper. In that, forget about the first page. Okay, so to editor. So you can see the author names, yeah, the author, and it is published. It is reflecting in my Scopus profile, and we can see it is published in 2020, volume number 54. It can be done. So for this, your research problem has to be very strong. Okay. Do you know this problem statement? We have taken it from newspaper actually. So in Kerala, first 100 days of lockdown, okay, during first 100 days of lockdown, 66 kids committed suicide. This was published in Kerala newspaper, and this statement was endorsed by Kerala Chief Minister. That's all. It's a simple published paper, newspaper report. So what we have taken is why people are commit suicide, why kids commit suicide. That's all. We wrote something and it got published. Same thing. Okay. So my request is you don't need to start with very big research papers where you have to write 4,000 words or 5,000 words. Try to read your day-to-day life activities and try to relate that with mostly psychology and public health. People will accept this letter to editor, short communication viewpoints. Okay, some marketing papers and HR papers also, if you go to Emerald website, okay, Emerald accept all these things actually. So try, okay, once we can try, and once we get one paper, okay, that motivation level is too high actually. To be honest, we started doing this last year, only 2019. So we can able to do it, okay. And there was one more paper, interesting paper again. You might have seen this news in newspaper. During lockdown, there are 4 or 5 celebrities, they committed suicide. If you can see that in the newspaper. So in North India, 2, 3, serial actors as well as big celebrities, they committed suicide. So one person, okay, was trying to understand why people commit suicide, particularly these celebrities. Okay. Yeah, you can see here. Again, that is letter to editor, published in the same journal. Okay. Repeated celebrity suicide in India during COVID-19 crisis. Urgent call for attention. Simple. 1-page article. Fine. You can do it. So try to come out from that mindset that research paper needs to be published. So we don't need to do a very big research to get publication. You can write your viewpoint. You can read, for example, you are teaching a particular subject, OB, because I like organizational behavior very much. You are teaching organizational behavior and you're trying to recommend a book to your students or some foreign author book. And in that book, some concepts were not explained well to the Indian context, or Indian context were somewhat, differ from the author's viewpoint. You can write one paper on that particular chapter and you can criticize their work actually. You can develop your own model, you can write case study, okay? You can do it actually. We have a case study where we did in Christ University alone, okay? And it's under review again, lit review. We will be, so far I never done lit review based papers. But this time I'm going to try this one. Short communication, instead of writing short communication, I will write big research paper. That is my mindset, but you can always try. Letter to editor, it's a good chance we'll get good number of papers. Okay, so please try that. So second thing, so apart from research paper, you have a lot of other options which you can try and get publication. And what is the structure of the paper? Okay, so give me a minute. I'm going to open one more file. Okay, so you can able to see this one. This particular structure, okay, is followed by most of the journals. Okay, this is the structure which is followed by most of the journals. So if you're writing a research paper, okay, this is applicable only to the research paper. If you're writing a research paper, you just follow these steps. Okay, so you can create a kind of checklist. Then after writing your paper, go and check this checklist whether it is fulfilled. That should be an intro. Nowadays, in olden days, we have lit review as a separate chapter, right? Nowadays, they don't use the word lit review. They include lit review in the intro section. Okay, so once you return your intro section, you just ask these 3 questions: whether problem is defined. Okay, so what is the gap in the previous study? How you are going to achieve the gap? That's all. Whether these 3 things are there in your intro, then your intro is good. Go to the next step. Similarly in methodology. So if you go to any research paper for that matter, okay, maybe if you are doing if you go for any publication, or if you see the published paper, just check whether the paper has these all the aspects. Okay, checklist, create a checklist. Okay, this is a kind of small practice. Okay, we are small scale researcher. We started our research recently. In that case, what we have to do is to make these things to be included in your research will take time. So best practice is create checklist. So otherwise you will be doing research with multiple people. Okay, you write your paper and give the paper to your friend, and the checklist needs to be given to the friend and ask him to cross verify whether these things were addressed in the paper, because most of the times the reviewers will reject your paper based on these aspects actually. Okay, so I don't want to explain each and every step here, but these things are self-explanatory. If you go and download any good journals or good papers, cross-verify that with this one. It will be there actually. To be honest, to be honest. Okay. So anyway, this presentation will be given to the organizers. You can get it from the organizers. I don't have an issue in that. So cross-verify. This is the structure actually. Very recently, our team published one paper in A category journal. Okay. So the moment when we send a paper to A category, it was rejected. Okay, it was rejected within a day. Within a day, the paper was rejected, and the editor wrote a very big email saying that in your paper all these options are missing, but your paper tried to do something. That is okay, but it's academic research work. That means we need to follow certain standards. That standards were missing. So then he told, I will give you one more option. You change your paper and send it back. And if possible, we'll try to take it for review. So that second chance, okay, it was given to me and my paper got accepted in that one. But many people will never get the second chance. So when you write a paper, try to create the checklist and cross-verify whether your paper have answered all these answers. At least sometimes you may not answer everything, but if you can answer maximum things, then it is good. Okay, so this is easy step actually. After writing your paper, our own critical valuation. So there was a question, right? So how do we check qualities of a journal? How do we select papers? Which one is correct? Is it based on H index? How to select papers? That's a question was raised, and it is in my content. How do you know that a paper is a Scopus paper? How do we know? So I want to get it from the respondents. How do we know that our paper is published in a Scopus journal? Or you might have published few Scopus papers. How do you cross-verify you published your paper in Scopus? So any idea?
Sir, in the journal, they also mentioned, sir.
Yes, okay. In the journal, they mentioned our paper, our journal is
Linked.
part of Scopus, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the most common thing people do, right? Okay. But let's see. I'll tell you 2-3 ways how to check whether the paper is in Scopus. Okay. The first one is this website. Okay. Go to this website. This is called a Shimago website. Okay. This is owned by Scopus. You can see here. It is developed by, powered by Scopus. Okay. So normally, if you want to check, if the journal is there in Scopus, what you have to do is you have to type the journal name here in the search box. Simple. So if you try this, it will go here, right? It's there. Asian Journal of Psychiatry is there actually. Okay, you can see what is the current H index of this journal. So what is the origin of the journal? What is the category this journal comes under? This journal comes under medicine, psychology actually. Okay, so since I was doing some research in OB, I'm publishing my paper. OB comes under psychology, okay, subcategory of psychology. So my papers will go here. Okay, so published by Elsevier, the ISSN number, the coverage area. This is part of Scopus from 2008 onwards till date. And what is the scope of the paper? So you read the scope. You have a paper, you read the scope, whether your paper can match with this scope, then you can send your paper. Then click this home page. So this is the correct page of the journal. Okay, so don't try to open a journal directly through Google. Okay, in Google they have created a lot of fake websites. If it is a Scopus journal, definitely that journal will be listed in Shimago. Okay, so try here, then click this home page. It will redirect that to home page. This is one way to check whether the journal is there in Scopus. Okay, number one. Second one is go to scopus.com. Okay, so in scopus.com, there are two ways. One is checking author profile, and second one is checking journal rank. Go to this view journal rank option. Okay, type the journal name here. Okay, you have to select title. Okay, same thing. If the paper is there in Scopus, while you're typing, it will pop up actually. Okay, so this is another Indian journal actually, Sage journal. So see, it will come. Global Business Review, site score. Okay, every detail is there. Then you can go to the page. Now it will go to this page actually. This is coverage. This paper is covered by Scopus from 2000 to present date, Sage India. So the subject area. So Global Business Review accept only papers based on business management and accounting. Okay. Again, see here, journal homepage. Click. It will take you to the journal homepage. This is the correct way. Okay. Fortunately, Global Business Review, there is no fake page, but there are some journals with fake email IDs, sorry, fake web IDs. If you go through Google, probably you might end up in predatory journal. Okay, if you feel that if somebody says that this particular journal is in Scopus, go to Shimago website or Scopus website. And moreover, if there is no homepage option in Scopus, or if there is no homepage option in Shimago, my request is don't send the paper, even though that is in Scopus. Okay. This is second way of cross verifying. Third way. Okay. Third way. Let me go to Global Business Review Journal. Say this is, it's there in Scopus. Okay. Fine. Let me go to some issues. Okay. So maybe 2020, maybe I can open this August one. Okay. Randomly select one paper which is published in the journal, maybe 2-3 months, because once a paper published in a paper journal, it will take 1 month to reflect in Scopus actually. Okay. So once again, what you have to do is you have to go to Scopus page, go to author profile. Okay. Then go to the journal, try to check any paper. Maybe let me take this paper. Okay. So I want to see whether this paper is there in Scopus. Okay, not journal, paper. So what you have to do is you have to select this author name. Okay. Okay, select this author name. This is first name and this is last name. Go to Scopus. Last name, then first name. Okay. So once you publish the paper in Scopus, every author will get Scopus profile actually. Okay, that is the correct way. You may say that I published a 10 Scopus, but how to check you published 10 Scopus? Go to this one, type your name and search. See, this particular author so far published 9 papers. Then click this guy's name. You'll know all 9 paper detail actually. Yes, all 9 papers are here. You can see here, Global Business Review. He published multiple paper in Global Business Review. Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to check the paper name, effects of paddy price. Go here. See, it's there. That means Global Business Review is in Scopus. If you publish your paper in Global Business Review, that will go to your Scopus profile. This is the Scopus profile. Okay. So what you have to do is first check the journal is there in Scopus profile, then randomly select some paper, check author name, whether the author name is coming in Scopus. Then it is correct Scopus. Otherwise, please don't do it actually. Whether it is a free version or paid version, don't end up in predatory journal actually. Okay, you can search actually. Moreover, a different university has different methods. In my university, if I publish one Scopus paper, they will not accept it until I have to prove that it is there in my Scopus page. See, so far it's 8 papers. If you click, and affiliation will also be there. You can see all the papers which I published will be there. See here, this is letter to editor, this is letter, this is letter, this is article, 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 everything. Okay. So if it is a Scopus paper, this is the way you have to check. Okay. Don't end up in predatory journal. I know some predatory journal. Okay. I'll show you here. So second one is one more thing. Yes. Okay. So H index is high, means that journal is good. Okay. But Scopus have one more classification. If you can see here, Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4, they have 4 quartiles actually. If a paper is a very good paper, then it will be Q1. Okay. If the paper is not good quality, then it will be Q4 actually. So everything will be Scopus, but in Scopus also, they have some weightage actually. So Q1 will be good, Q2 is okay, Q3 is fine, Q4 is also okay, but that is Scopus, but Q4, it's a recent Scopus, that is what we can say, okay? So you can see Asian Journal of Psychiatry, H index of 29, it's a Q2 journal, okay? So you can go to maybe Journal of Health Research. We got one acceptance from this paper, okay? Journal of Health Research. Yeah, this is the one. See H index of 3, but this is Scopus actually. So it is Scopus from 2018 onwards. So if you see, it's a Q4 paper, but it is okay, but still it's a Scopus, right? We accept Scopus. So this is also okay. So mostly if the paper is in Scopus, then it is good. If you want to check, if you want to select good quality papers, make sure that their H index is high and they are Q1 or Q2. Okay, that will be the best way to select paper. For your research also, for your literature review. For example, this journal, take Asian Journal of Psychiatric Research. So H index of 130. So it's a super duper journal, and probably see Q1. So when you are selecting reviews for your paper, try to select papers which is there in Q1 or Q2 with high H index actually. Okay, or you can go to Google Scholar. Okay, type the paper name, maybe. So I was working my recent research on health belief model. So you can see here citations, right? If a paper has some good number of citations, then it's a good paper, right? Consider this paper was cited by around 250 people. That means 250 researchers read this paper. There is no issue with the paper. So they have cited it. Okay. So in that case, this is a good paper actually. See here, this model was cited by 2,600 times. So it will be good actually. Moreover, the advantage of Google Scholar will sort the paper based on citations sometimes. Okay. So we need to select only recent papers, right? People used to say you have option here, right? I need only paper which is published in 2016. Just click. You'll get only papers based on health belief model, which is published from 2016 onwards. You can see papers are having citations. That means it's okay. Okay. And also I feel whether it is a good journal or not, I will go inside, I'll copy the journal name. Okay. I'll go to Shinago website and I will paste the journal name. So it's human vaccine, and this is the journal name actually. So H index 50, it's a Q1 journal, medical journal. Fine, good paper, I will take it. Okay, that is one way. So far, what we have seen is only Scopus actually. There is one more competitor. That person name is Web of Science. Okay, so Scopus is owned by Elsevier. Okay, you know Elsevier, right? Elsevier is the owner of Scopus. So they have created, so it's a kind of war between two companies. Okay, Elsevier created Scopus list and Elsevier created Mandely. So there was one more person, okay, doing the same thing. So they called Thomson Reuters, right? Web of Sciences. A company name is Clarivate Analytica. So Web of Science indexed journal. Okay. You can say here. So most of the good papers will be published in Web of Sciences and Scopus actually, both. Okay, good journal will be part of both. So what you have to do is you have to try to search the journal name here. Okay, the recent publication one is in this journal. Search. Okay, many people will stop searching it up to this page. Please don't do that. You have to go one more page. You might have seen there is a journal called Adelia. Have you come across this journal name, Adelia? So consider this is the journal. Okay, this journal, this web page claims that they are Web of Science group. Okay, and these people are taking 7,000 rupees per paper. Okay, if you see archives. Okay, let me go to the 2019, this period, last year, maybe this January, this period, they were very active. Okay, in 1 year, if you see how many papers they published. Okay, see, this is one. Okay, they published 84 papers in one issue. Okay, if you see, this is 12 issues. So 12 into 80 papers on an average into 7,000 rupees. Just calculate how much money these people made in last 1 year. Okay, 12 issues and an average 80 paper, 7,000 rupees. Okay, but these people are saying that they are in Web of Science. How do you know? How do we know that? Let's go. Okay, so let me check. So I've checked it. Many people might have done this. Yes, Adelia is there. Exact match is there. So ISSN number, if you see, again, let me go and I'll see one paper. I'll see what is the ISSN they have given. See, 13012746. Okay. 13012746. Exact paper. So the people will understand, okay, this is indexed in Web of Science. Okay. But click this page, view profile page. It will go to another page and it will ask you to log in actually. I have account in Web of Sciences. It's free of account you can create. You can see here, issue per year is one. That means it's annual paper. They will publish only one issue per year. But see this paper, published 12 issues, right? Second thing is frequency annual, country of origin Turkey. You can see here, journal website page. See, this is the correct one. See how people are cheating. Okay, see, since this page in Turkish, okay, many people, the fake people, okay, what they have done is they replicate exact journal name, and they are doing it still now. If you see, this is a current issue, right? November 2020. So far, 31 people published their paper. Okay, most of the people are Indians. If you see, okay, I'm just see 35. India is there actually. Almost everyone is Indians because we have a mindset that we have to publish paper. So first come out from that stage actually. We need papers, but we are not supposed to publish it in a fake one. Probably this paper might be a very good paper, but now it is published in a fake one. It's there in internet. Plagiarism will be taken it. So no way. So please spend some time on finding the journals actually, whether it is properly indexed. Similar to Scopus, we have researcher uh, profile actually. So in Scopus profile, how it is created, similarly, once you publish your paper in Web of Science journal, okay, you can see here, it will automatically create this researcher ID. I don't need to create, it is created automatically. The moment I published my paper in Web of Sciences, the moment you publish in Scopus, it will create, okay, you don't have to do it, you just need to verify it, okay. So this is the one thing I would like to say to everybody, okay. So you may publish your paper in a good journal, but if you don't know how to check it's a good journal, you might end up in this one, okay. So if you might have published your paper in this kind of journals, please hereafter please don't do that mistake. It is academic offense because I was working in international universities. You know how criticized those people are. You know, so they criticize Indians like anything actually. Because in India we publish paper and we used to say I published 10 papers, 20 papers, but foreigners they don't speak all those things actually. Okay, so moreover in Indian institute, most of the institute they are evaluating stuffs based on scopus actually. That is another wrong perspective. Okay, a small research is okay, but it need not to be published in scopus actually. But try. That is one thing I would like to say. So as I told you, journal quality can be based on SGR score. Okay, so then H index. So you can see here SGR score is higher is the better. Then the second one is H index. So H index will be calculated for authors. H index will be calculated for journals. Okay. So in last 3 years, how many papers published by the author? How many citations he received? Okay. The ratio between these two things will be H index for a journal or the author. Okay. So just now I've shown this one. Okay. How to identify predatory journal? Just now I have shown demo. Apart from that, there are some easy ways to find out predatory journals. Okay, so they are approaching you. You don't need to go. If you check your inbox, you will be getting some emails. So we have Scopus indexed. Please publish with this. Most of the cases, Scopus will not come to you asking you to publish. Second one is it's an international journal, but they will ask you to publish, ask you to pay in Indian currency. Why international journal is asking you to pay in Indian currency? Okay, so you will get emails and SMSs from journal. Normally, journals will not send emails and SMSs to people asking them to, publishing overnight publication. Okay, and next one is if you're paying money, they will ask you to pay money to personal account, or they will ask you to pay money through Google Pay. No, good journals will not ask money. Most of the cases, if you're ready to publish your paper in open access, it will ask company account. Okay. Next one, if you go to the published paper, you see most of them are from Indian origin. Just now I have shown right here why there is no foreign authors. Why there is no foreign author in this one? Because foreigners will know, but Indians we don't know. Okay, I'm sorry to say this, but editorial board. Okay, again see here. Where is authors maybe call for paper? See, they have shown this screenshot, right, in this journal. Many people will see this one and they will say it's a good journal. Okay. See, they are having editorial board members. They killed these people name also, right? Because they are not actual editors. Okay. So better you can write email to these people and ask. Most of the cases, editors will reply. If you have a doubt, go to the editorial board, you ask them. Next one is, okay, impact factor. Okay, fine. What is impact factor? How do we calculate impact factor? So understand one thing, okay? Impact factor will be calculated by multiple people, but the worldwide accepted impact factor will be calculated by Web of Sciences, Thomson Reuters. Okay, if you go to the any journal for that matter, for example, if you go to this one, right, see here, 2.59, 2.529 impact factor. If you click, it says that, right, in 2019 Journal Citation Report by Clarivate Analytics 2020. Clarivate Analytics is nothing but Web of Sciences. These people are the authentic impact factor calculators. Okay, so some people will say, internet impact factor at 2.5. Don't, trust those impact factors. This is the correct one. JCR score. Okay. Site score, again, it is calculated by Scopus actually. See, view detail on Scopus. Almost see impact factor and site score almost it's same, 2.7 and 2.5, because these two people are authentic academic impact factor calculators. So don't do, if somebody says that they are having impact factor of 5 or 6, don't accept that. And publication in day or month without getting any review, definitely please don't go. Sorry. Next one is, okay, so they used to say they did peer review process actually. I'll show you some peer review samples, okay, how it will be. So I think the presentation might take, 10, 20 minutes extra, please. Okay. See here, it was rejected, right? First time. If I see view decision letter, they will say why the paper was rejected. Okay. See, the associate editor to whom your manuscript was assigned has advised that the paper is having a lot of grammatical and language error, because I'm not native speaker. Okay. If I'm making a lot of mistake in my English, it's not my mistake, because I don't speak English as my first language. So I make a lot of mistakes. Okay, if I make some mistake in my mother tongue, then that's a crime, I used to say. But say these people rejected my paper because of grammatical and language error. So I advise you to have a paper professionally proofread and corrected. We done that and we have sent it. To be honest, this was completely rejected by Regina, that's the editor. We proofread and we have sent it again. Okay. So see, view decision letter, second time. Okay. So the reviewer said your paper is okay, good to go, fine. Okay. I'll show you what is the exact revision comment they've given. So normally revisions will be coming like this. Yeah. See, they are saying that a revision decision has been made for your submission. Okay. Reviewer comment. These are all my reviewer comment for my paper. So here the same comment happens. Okay. See, grammar. This is reviewer 1 comment, reviewer 2 comment, language grammar. See, that is the reason your paper might be rejected. Okay. So similarly, if you see a lot of, editorial comments you will get, and those people comment will be too high actually. Okay, see here, revision criteria. They have given what are all the things I have to change. Okay, see, these are all the comment given by the people. So what you have to do is check what is the peer review feedback given by them. If there is no feedback, how do you know that your paper is accepted? On what basis they reviewed your paper? Okay, final one. Each issue will have 32,000 articles. Good journals will not publish, 30 papers in an issue. Okay. See, I can see there are some journals published 1,000 papers in one single issue. So these are all the easy way to identify predatory journals. Please don't entertain these kind of people. When these people make huge money and they are cheating us, please don't do that. It's unethical practice. And moreover, in India, we don't have any regulation authorities to fix these kind of issues. Actually, to be honest, even a lot of universities knows this, but they don't know how to fix this issue. So it is researchers. Uh, responsibility, I can say. It's your obligation to find a good journal, send. Even your paper can be ordinary paper, even bad paper, very bad paper. Okay, don't send it to these kind of people. Try. Okay, I have sent a normal paper, okay, to a journal, and I received 2 pages of review. That is good actually. So now what I can do is I have to fix those comments. It is not necessary that you have to fix all the comment. You can disagree with the reviewer. There is a concept called rebuttal. So you can always say that I am correct, reviewer is wrong. Send. You have to try that. Okay. Don't entertain this kind of people. Fine. See, as per my understanding, we identified 18 predatory journals. Okay. Please don't do this. Don't publish your papers in these journals. And there are a lot more. So check multiple times, speak with other people, okay? Don't pay money, because so far we published 8 scopus, okay? And we have five other scopus got accepted. We never paid any money actually, okay? Collaborate with foreign people. Okay, the other one is, we know Scopus, fine. We know Clarivate Analytics, which is Web of Sciences. Apart from that, we have ABS. Okay, ABS is a group of journals which is mainly used in UK. Okay, if you see UK people, okay, they publish paper only listed in ABS. If you select any ABS journal, that will be part of Web of Sciences, then that will be part of Scopus actually. And we sometimes use ABDC, Australian Business Dean Council. These people have a journal which is only for business journal, okay? ABS as well as ABDC. These two include only business journals, business and accounts based. But Scopus and Clarivate includes, wide range of multiple disciplinaries, okay? These two people are only business, okay? ABDC, they have 4 category, A star, A, B, C. If you publish your paper in C, that's okay. B, good. A, very good. A star, your lifetime achievement. If you publish 1 A star, it will be very nice actually. 1 A star, your life will be settled. Maybe you might get a job in IIM or IIT. Because recently I have seen one, faculty opening in IIT. So they mentioned one thing. The candidate should have 1 A star paper or 2 A category paper in ABDC. So that means, see, that's a criteria nowadays. Many people are using it. So it's not necessarily only Scopus or Web of Sciences. If you go to ABDC website, you can download the Excel file which says what are the ABDC journals. You can try also. You can go to ABS also. Okay. So apart from that, okay, you can create your research ID in these kind of accounts. But in this one, Google Scholar, Microsoft Academic ID, Scopus ID, and Researcher ID. These 4 one. Okay, these 4. You cannot create. It will automatically created if your paper is published. Okay, but ORCID ID you can create it, because nowadays all the journals, okay, will ask this ORCID ID. Okay, that's a how to say, unique code for each and everybody. So without ORCID ID, some journals are not accepting your papers. Okay, you need ORCID ID. So use this one. Okay, so these are all different uh, things. Finally, okay, regardless of your paper quality, okay, forget about, I'm not talking about paper quality or researchers capability. Okay, that differs person to person, but there are common mistake we do. Because of that, our paper will not accept it. Number one, this mistake still now. Okay, published a lot of papers. Okay, reviewed a lot of papers. One more thing I didn't say. This one, Web of Science account, right? These people will make a count on how many papers you published, also how many papers you reviewed actually. See, these are all the papers I reviewed so far. Okay, everything are Web of Science journals. So these people also talk about, it's not about how many papers you publish, it's also say that how many papers you reviewed. Okay, so that will also be recorded. Okay, see here, apart from that, typos, because once a person is reading your paper, if he found a lot of grammatical mistakes, because most of the time the reviewers will be an English person, native language speaker, he will reject paper. Second one, unclear messages. Okay, you try to, again, it is basically based on language. As a researcher, you want to say something, but you might have written something else and the meaning might be different. So these two things can be fixed after giving your paper to the proofreader. The least case, use Grammarly, least, but I will not recommend Grammarly. But that's a worst case scenario. Otherwise, you give your paper to English professors. They don't know anything about business papers, but let them read, try to understand what you have written. Okay, many people will say, I don't understand this sentence. Then you have to change it. That's a thing. Regardless of the quality, you can do these two, which will reduce your desk rejection. Okay. Then inconsistency and inaccuracy in your statistics, because most of the time we will have a table and we have explanation for the table. Sometimes we might paste some table, but we will explain wrong figures. Okay, one more thing. Okay, just COVID-19 knowledge awareness, Asian Journal of Psychiatry. Okay, consider this paper. Okay, I'm going to download this and you tell me what they have done in this paper. Okay, it's a full research paper, not letter to editor. Okay, so what these people have done is they identified knowledge attitude, okay, based on COVID-19. Okay, how many data they have collected. If you see, this is simple percentage analysis. These figures were copied from Google Form. If you might have used Google Form, you might have seen. So they have asked some questions, maybe 18 questions. They collected data. They did only frequency analysis. Okay, we might have studied this frequency analysis in 5th standard. Moreover, this frequency analysis is not even done using a software. It is exactly Google Scholar answer. So Google Form answer. They made it. They didn't do any complex statistics. Paper published. Okay. See when this paper was sent. Okay. This paper was sent on April 1st. Accepted on 3rd April. Because that was the time COVID-19 was at peak stage. All the research which was based on COVID-19 were accepted immediately actually. Okay. See, these people try to understand the knowledge, how much you know about COVID-19. Simple. But the one thing is, what if you have shown some figure here, but you have written something else, some mismatched figures? Because always people read to link between the discussion part and the tables of figures. Okay, that is this mistake. This is also in our hand, we can fix it. Sending work to the unsuitable journal. Okay, this is another common mistake we do. Please don't do that. Go to Shinago website, read about a journal's name, and there is one more option. I can show this. Okay, go to this website, Web of Science. Okay, very simple. The same website. I think in the right left side you can say here, right? You have a manuscript and you want to find out a perfect match. Okay, where we can send your paper. So it is asking your title and it is asking your abstract. I have a paper. Okay. One minute. Okay. So this is my latest paper title actually. And this is the abstract. This paper was done actually, but not yet sent for any journal. Okay. We just now, today morning we finished. So what you have to do is you have to paste the abstract here, you have to paste the title here, and you just click find journals. So these people are using artificial intelligence system. What it takes is it check your abstract, keywords, title, and it will recommend suitable journals for this paper. So I can say here, we found 41 papers. You can see why it is perfect match score. If match score is 1, that is very good actually. So my match score is 5.5. See, there might be a lot of papers published in this way. They published a lot of papers in this keyword. So now you know what will be the good journal for your paper, right? Do this kind of search, then you can send your paper without doing this kind of research. And if you're sending it to a journal, they might reject it immediately, saying that this is not suitable for us. Okay, the fine next one is novelty. What is the new thing? Don't do same research again and again. Try to show something different in your paper, right? See, we know that people commit suicide because of stress, somebody forcing, some mental health issue. We know that actually. Everybody in the world knows that why people commit suicide. But the researcher thinking it in the another way. Why kids commit suicide? What kind of mental pressure they have? Consider celebrities. Celebrities have a lot of money. Celebrities have a lot of followers. Celebrities have a lot of people to encourage them. But still, why do they commit suicide? That means there is something behind we don't know actually. Right? See, in our recent paper, what we try to say is we know that people are taking organic food. Everybody takes organic food. That's correct. We know that organic foods are good for health compared to conventional food. But what we try to say here is during this COVID-19, organic food industry was 200 percentage hike actually. They received 200 percentage hike actually. The market share was almost 200 percentage. In European countries, it was 400%. Why in between the organic food market goes to that level? That might be a lot of reasons actually. But we want to find out, is there any health motives behind it? And to be honest, there was no paper still. Okay, so this is the novelty. So if something happens in the industry or something happens inside the company or something happens in the society, always try to see why it happens. Is there any other reason we can find? Is there any justification we give? Okay, in business, there is a theory called a theory of planned behavior. Okay, so theory of planned behavior says that each and every actions will be planned based on some factors. But what I will say is, in my view, theory of planned behavior talks about only psychology. But there is a model, health belief model, just now I've shown, right? Health belief model says that each and every actions are based on your health conscious actually. Completely different view. Your selections will be based on health aspect, not based on planned actions. So similarly, try to see the novelty in your paper. At least if you have one good novelty in your paper, nobody will stop. It will be accepted. The last one, the universal issue, plagiarism. Don't do it. So because all the papers will be checked against the plagiarism before sending it to review. That's all. These are all the common mistakes or common things we can reduce actually. I'm not talking, this is nothing to do with your quality of the research. Okay, I'm not talking about quality of research, but these things can be reduced, then our paper will go for review. So I think that's all. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the presentation. And participants, if you have any queries, you can ask. Any queries?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is Geeta from Hindustan College, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, in future, I want to like become a editor in the international journal. What are the things I
Hmm.
have to do, sir?
Okay, so normally what happens is if you want to become an editor or associate editor, you have to publish multiple papers in the same journal. Number one, that's the first criteria. Okay. For example, a journal will have an editor. That editor is kind of a president post actually in our country, right? Every 4 years or 5 years, we have to change, right? Similarly, journal will have an editorial board, and the editorial board will be, changed every 4 years or every 3 years once. There are some editors, they are fixed actually. Until their death, they will be editors, but associate editors, they will be changed. So they will be posting open for call actually. They will say, for example, this particular journal have an opening as a guest editor. So they will have a criteria. The first criteria will be you have to publish number of maybe 4 or 5 journals, four or five papers in the same journal actually. Because if you published 4 journals, 4 research works in the same journal, you will know each and every aspect of the journal, how it works. That means you are the best person to be part of editorial board. Okay, and there is one more criteria. They used to say you have to publish 10 scopers, so your H index has to be 100. There are some other criteria also, but the foremost criteria is you have to publish your papers in the particular journal. If you have more than 5 6, then you will be part of editorial.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, good afternoon. This is Karimalam from Hindustan College.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, the session was really interesting. We all felt that we had a very good time with you, sir. Like, really happy because, like, yesterday only I was thinking of we need to see how to find out the fake journals which were related with Scopus. So every information, whatever you have given, is really good, sir. Sir, I have few questions with me. The first question
Yes,
which I
ma'am.
like to share with you is, sir, to publish in a very good annexure one or a Scopus journal, is it necessary that you need to do very good analysis such as structured equation modeling, something like that, or a
No,
simple
no.
calculation is more enough?
Yeah, see, understand these things. Many people feel that analysis is the strength of the research. Okay,
Yeah.
wait. I can show you one example. Okay, so when I received some editorial comments, okay,
Okay, sir.
they used to say we are not good in what is it statistics. Even reviewers, we are reviewers, right?
Okay, sir.
They are not very good in statistical part.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you please mute?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah. See, it is not required that you should be very good in statistical analysis. Okay, I have used some latest statistical analysis in my paper, but when I've sent it for reviewing it, reviewers, they have mentioned in their comment, I am not good in statistical part. That means I'm not going to review that statistical part alone. But he gave a lot of comments in the lit review part actually. Okay, so it is not necessarily that it should be focused on analysis. You can write your papers only based on literature review, or still you can write a paper only based on descriptive research. Just now I've shown one paper, right? See this one. it is, if you see, they just simply did percentage analysis actually, this paper. So knowledge, something like that. No analysis actually, only percentage analysis actually. And there are
Okay.
very good journals, only literature review will be accepted.
Okay.
Okay. So, and there are a lot of people do qualitative research also nowadays, right? Qualitative research, they normally don't do any data collection in terms of number. They interview people, based on the interviews they do research actually. So success of the research depends on lit review and how you are discussing it. It's nothing to do with analysis of it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. In the literature review part, you told like that we can publish an article by means of doing literature review.
Yes.
But like a few of them are saying that we can good. It's really good to publish with very good journals if we have done with the meta-analysis by means of reviewing
Okay.
large number of papers. Is it
See,
like that, sir?
yeah. Systematic review and meta-analysis are almost same. Okay. Meta-analysis will be, it's a kind of lit review based on results actually. Normally in meta-analysis, what they do is they will take a lot of published work and they will analyze the results actually. Okay, based on the result analysis, they will conclude something.
Okay, sir.
But systematic review, they don't consider result alone. They consider what are all the variables used in the research, what are all the methodology used in the research, what are all the theories used in the research. Then combining all these things, they will conclude. That's the only difference. Okay. But see, as I told you, right, Journal of Business Research, I can show you, right? Shimago, Journal of Business Research. This is the people they call for systematic review in consumer behavior. Okay. See the H index. Okay. One of the topmost journal in the world
Okay, sir.
and 40 years old one. They accept only literature review actually. They accept literature review. Okay. So even you don't need to do, empirical study or meta-analysis. See, it's all about, trying to find a good journal actually.
Okay, sir.
The same journal, okay, not same journal, same concept. There is one more journal called International Journal of Consumer Studies. Okay, this is also a category journal. Wiley Publishers, HNSF 64. So these people also having same call for paper. You can see here. Click here for details on second annual review issue, right? International Journal of Consumer Studies. So these people are also doing the same thing. Literature review, systematic literature review on consumer studies. That's all. They did that for consumer behavior. This journal is doing for consumer study. The submission starts May 15, exactly after the completion of that journal. Okay. A category. Very good one. So it is not necessarily meta-analysis, okay? Literature review is absolutely fine. Again, we have to try. Even you can try for this journal, actually, these two journals. So you can try one lit review for Journal of Business Research. Journal of Business Research, the acceptance and rejection rate is very high, and they are very, very fast. Within a month, you will get whether it is reviewed or rejected. Within a week or within 2 weeks, you'll get it. Even these people also will do it. So what you can do is you can write your literature review on consumer behavior based on some topic, send it to Journal of Business Research. If it is rejected, okay, if it is accepted, super. If they are rejected, very nice. Rejection will come with reasons. So pick those reasons,
Okay, sir.
send it to these people, right? Same thing. Thank you.
Another one more thing, sir. Like, is it possible for you to share with me some of the HR relevant journals?
Okay. Sorry to say this. I didn't say that. I didn't share. Okay. So go to this Shimago website. You can be able to see this journal rating. Okay. If you want to find out specific journal, go here. Go to this journal rating. So now it will give you. It will go to this page actually. So you have subject area, you have subject categories, and you have country-wise journals also. You have types, okay? You want book series, journals, proceedings, trade journals, you have to select. Mostly we need journals. Okay, select journals. Then you want to know about HR journals, okay? So now the results will be only showing journals. So go to here, go to business and management and accounting, this one, okay? Then inside it will show only business related things, okay? Accounting, business, international management, industrial relations, management systems, something like that, marketing, human resource management, right? See, organizational behavior and human resource management. Just click. So inside business management, then further classification is OB and HR. You will get all the papers. See here, right? So still we have 199 pages. Okay, so you can able to, in this page you can able to see what's the journal type, what is their SGR score, okay, what is their H index, which country this journal is from. So you feel that you are a beginner, you don't want to try a high quality journal, you just click here, it will redirect it. Okay, it will start from Q4 journal.
Okay, sir.
So now you can go to individual papers and you can, for example, you want to send a paper to this people, okay? International Journal of Work and Innovation. Just click, it will go inside. Now you can say this is published by Science. It is part of Scopus. It is not part of Scopus now. See, it was Scopus, but it is not now because it was up to 2017. So this is not a good journal to publish. Go back. So maybe, okay, consider this one, SA Journal of Human Resources. This symbol says that it is open access. That means it's freely available. Go inside. Okay, this is Scopus from 2018 to 2020. Currently it is under Scopus. You can read what kind of paper will be published in this one. Okay, you have homepage, just click, go. That's all. Okay, so you can send your paper to these people. Moreover, it is not only talks about HR, like it has all the domains. If you see here, see, agri, arts and humanities, chemistry, chemical engineering, chemistry, computer science, decision, almost all the categories will be here. Okay, so you can try. So if you want to see only Indian journals, okay, if you want to see only Indian journals which publish in this one, go to India. Okay. Okay. So as per this category, we don't have any Indian journals, only specifically meant for HR. But if you select business, there are a lot of journals. There are a lot of journals, see, in India. For India, business related journals, these people are business related journals, and you can try one person. See, this is discontinued. They clearly mentioned this is also discontinued because the reason is these people part of Scopus last year and they have taken huge number of money actually. Okay, up to 17 it was Scopus, now it is removed. Okay, this is also discontinued. Serial publication, these people, I remember, even I have sent one paper to these people long back. So they used to take 5,000 rupees. So you send your paper, regardless of your paper, they will accept it. Okay, they made huge money, and Scopus will see all those stuffs. Okay, next year they will remove it. So it's academic offense, right? So they removed it. So you can use this method actually. And interesting. Okay, one more thing, it won't take much time. Can you able to see this one, Shimago institutional ranking? So what these people have done is they have created institutional ranking for the universities. Actually, you can go here, you can see university ranking. So again, it's a world classification actually. So what you have to do is, we want to classify universities, then we want to classify country wise. So this will tell you in India which university has, there are 241 ranked institute in India. Okay. So these, based on the citations, number of journals published by individual authors, Scopus have created this list. So in India, these people are the highest one. Okay, with so many citations and all. So you can check whether your institute is here, because everyone try to get position in this list. That is the war going on. That is why we are. I don't know whether I am using the correct word. Why we are forced to publish papers. Okay, thank you.
One more last question.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, actually, I'm working out on one paper which deals with perceived stress and coping strategy among the
Mhm.
laboratory professionals. But with the same kind of thing, it has been published with some other country, not even in not in India, but with they have generally given us European countries like that. So whether
Okay.
I can proceed with this paper because
Yeah, yeah. Yes. See, was too much. Can you please start again? Okay, so that was too much noise. Let me tell you what I have understand. Okay, there is a paper, a stress and coping mechanism, which is already done in some foreign country, and you want to do the same study in India, which is not even done before, right? This is what you
Sorry.
want.
During this pandemic,
Yes,
COVID-19.
yeah, yes, it can be done. It can be done actually, and you have to justify that in a way that only these kind of studies were done in Western countries. India, it was not even studied, and there is a very huge gap. And you know what will happen if you are not studied these things? Okay, so that problem statement you can justify very strongly. Then you can do it. Actually, there are a lot of psychology journals will accept it, and you don't have much time, because I don't think nowadays even people, they don't care about COVID-19, right? I can see even journals also, they don't take much care for COVID-19. But I remember April, May, June, July, on these months of 2020, if you send any paper related to COVID-19, the review process was very fast, because WHO mandate one announcement saying that any research work which is published based on COVID-19 has to be made openly available to WHO actually. If you go to any paper which is published on COVID-19, that paper will be open access, even though the journal is not open access. Okay. So you don't have much time, and COVID-19 fear is, going just like that. So if you can do it very fast and you can send it to a lot of psychology and psychiatric journals, they will accept it. To be honest, they will do it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you, ma'am.
Yeah, that was indeed an awesome presentation by you, sir. Really, you have given a lot of input related to Scopus and Web of Science publication. Thank you so much for this wonderful presentation, and you took this session in a lively way, sir. To end up the session, I call Dr. R. Geeta, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, PA and AF, to propose vote of thanks. Geeta ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to one and all present here. It is my great privilege to propose vote of thanks. I extend my heart thanks to our today's speaker, Dr. Subburaj sir, Assistant Professor, School of Business Management, Christ Deemed University, Bangalore, for sharing his wonderful ideas towards Scopus and Web of Science publication. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation. Today, the session are very lively, and we can learn how to publish article in Scopus and Web of Science, where we want to search, how we want to submit in everything you are showing to us in very lively. Thank you so much, sir. I also extend my sincere thanks to our management, Hindustan College of Arts and Science, Dr. K. Karnakaran sir, Chief Executive Officer of Hindustan College of Educational Institutions, our beloved Principal, Dr. A. Ponnaswamy sir, Hindustan College of Arts and Science. I extend my thanks to Dr. M. Nirmala ma'am, HOD, Department of Hindustan College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore, for organizing such a wonderful program. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to all the participants from various colleges who made this program a great success. Once again, I thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Okay, see, actually, uh, I feel very much happy because my professors my professors also there as a participant here, and they are also guest speakers here. So it is opportunity for me to share my learnings from my own professors to them. Actually, I feel very happy. Thank you. If you have any doubts, I can put my personal email ID in the chat window. Okay, so you can always write to me if you have any issues related to this. I'm happy to help. Okay, if I can. So my email ID is there. So I can send the presentation to organizers. If you like, you can take it from them. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So awesome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.